Hello, welcome to the Learn American English channel, where you learn naturally so you can speak naturally. In this video, we are going to listen to conversations about Veterans Day. This video is divided into two parts, where the characters will talk about Veterans Day and why we celebrate it. There will be a listening comprehension quiz at the end of each scene, so listen carefully and see if you get all of the questions correctly. Also, be sure to stay with us until the end of the video. We'll point out important words from the conversations, everyday slang, and the most common way to say things in English. Watch for these words and phrases in the subtitles. You'll find their meanings in the vocabulary section in the last part of the video. Are you ready? Let's get started. First, let's listen to a conversation between Mrs. Porter, Alix, Torence, and Cailey as they talk about Veterans Day. Let's see how their conversation goes, and don't forget to note the highlighted words for their meanings at the end of this video.
Good morning, class. Today, we're going to talk about Veterans Day. To start, can anyone tell me what a veteran is?
A veteran is anyone who has served in the military.
That's right. Veterans are people who have served in our country's armed forces, whether during war or peacetime. Do you know the 5 branches of the U.S. military?
The Marine Corps, the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, and the Coast Guard.
That's correct. Anyone who served or is serving in any of these branches is considered a veteran once their service ends. They have all stepped up to their plate. So, what does the military actually do?
The military defends our freedom on land, at sea, in the air, and even in cyberspace.
Exactly. They protect our nation and help keep peace both here and around the world. They're the real deal when it comes to bravery. Now, do you know what we call the holiday that honors veterans?
Veterans Day.
Correct. Can someone tell me more about Veterans Day?
Veterans Day commemorates the men and women who served in America's armed forces. It's a day to honor all veterans, living or deceased, for their service and sacrifice.
Very good, Alix. Do you know when we started celebrating Veterans Day?
Since 1919.
That's right. It was first proclaimed in 1919 by President Woodrow Wilson, 1 year after the end of World War I. It was originally called Armistice Day.
So, when exactly do we celebrate Veterans Day?
We celebrate it every year on November 11th.
I read that it was moved to October once.
Good memory, Alix. Yes, for a short time in 1971, the government moved Veterans Day to October, but people wanted to keep the tradition of November 11th, so in 1978, it was changed back.
Mrs. Porter, you mentioned it used to be called Armistice Day. What does armistice mean?
Great question, Cailey. An armistice is an agreement to stop fighting between two sides in a war. It doesn't necessarily mean the war is officially over. It's more like a truce or temporary peace while leaders work out a lasting peace treaty.
Here are some listening comprehension questions to see how well you understood the conversation between Mrs. Porter, Alix, Torence, and Cailey. What is a veteran? A veteran is anyone who has served in the military. What does the military do? The military defends our freedom on land, at sea, in the air, and even in cyberspace. When do we celebrate Veterans Day? We celebrate it every year on November 11th. So, did you get all the questions correctly? Let us know in the comments section. Now, let's listen to another conversation between Mrs. Porter, Alix, Torence, and Cailey as they talk more about Veterans Day. Let's begin.
So, Armistice Day was about the end of World War I?
Yes. The holiday originally honored the end of World War I, which was one of the deadliest conflicts in history. The fighting officially stopped when an armistice was signed between the Allies and Germany on November 11, 1918. Later, in 1954, after World War II and the Korean War, President Eisenhower changed the name to Veterans Day to honor all American veterans, not just those from World War I.
That makes sense. It's for everyone who served, not just those from one war.
Precisely. Veterans Day reminds us to show gratitude to all who have worn the uniform of our country. They have gone above and beyond to protect our freedom. So, how do people celebrate Veterans Day today?
There are parades and ceremonies, right?
And schools and towns hold events to honor veterans. Sometimes veterans visit schools to talk about their experiences. People also visit memorials or cemeteries and place flags or flowers to honor the fallen soldiers.
Wonderful answers. Yes, the day is marked by parades, educational events, and gatherings at memorials. Many communities host special ceremonies, and veterans from all branches, wartime and peacetime, join in the celebrations. Now, did you know that the U.S. Marine Corps also celebrates its birthday around this time?
Oh, I think it's November 10th, right?
Yes. The Marine Corps was founded on November 10th, 1775, just one day before Veterans Day. So for Marines, this time of year is especially meaningful.
That's pretty cool that both are so close together.
It really is. Now, does anyone know the specific time of day that's most important on Veterans Day? It's okay if you're not sure. The armistice that ended World War I was signed on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. That's 11 a.m. on November 11th, 1918. So during Veterans Day ceremonies, people often pause for a moment of silence at 11 a.m. to remember that historic event and honor those who served.
That's a really meaningful tradition.
It truly is. Veterans Day is not just about celebration. It's also about gratitude, reflection, and remembering the sacrifices that keep our country free.
Before we review the key vocabulary from these conversations, here are some listening comprehension questions to see how well you understood the conversation between Mrs. Porter, Alix, Torence, and Cailey. Why did President Eisenhower change the name to Veterans Day? To honor all American veterans, not just those from World War I. How do people celebrate Veterans Day? Through parades, ceremonies, veterans visit schools to talk about their experience, and people visit memorials and cemeteries and place flags and flowers. What is the specific time of day that is most important on Veterans Day? 11 a.m. How many questions did you answer correctly? Let us know in the comment section. Now, let's review the vocabulary from these conversations. First, we'll review some of the natural-sounding everyday phrases used by native English speakers. Watch the video again after you study the vocabulary words to learn them even better, and subscribe to see our other videos. Stepped up to the plate. To take action or responsibility when it is needed. The real deal. Someone or something genuine, skilled, or truly impressive. Good memory. An ability to remember things well. Worn the uniform. Refers to someone who has served in the military. Above and beyond. Doing more than what is expected or required. Now let's review the key vocabulary used in the conversations. Veterans. People who have served in the military. Military. The armed forces of a country, responsible for defense and protection. Proclaimed. Formally announced or declared something publicly. Armistice. An agreement between opposing sides to stop fighting temporarily or permanently. Peace treaty. A formal agreement between countries to end a war and restore peace. Were the conversations relatable? Try using these conversations with your family and friends. Thank you for watching the Learn American English channel, where you learn naturally so you can speak naturally. Please click the like button and subscribe to our channel to see more videos like this one.